This station rules the nation. Get the best of news, views, and entertainment on Truth FM. This station rules the nation.
It's midweek, Wednesday morning, 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. Good morning, folks. It's great to be back on the Truth Breakfast Show. Wonderful night last night. Good morning to the 15 counties in the land and breath of the Republic of Liberia. The love of liberty matters here. Let justice be done to all. Good morning, Nimba. 7 days to the by-election. Good morning, Lofa. Grand Judah, good morning. Maryland, good morning. Mangibi. Grandkid, man, good morning. Half of minutes, grandkid, man, good morning. Bommy, good morning. Bapolo. This is the TBS. His Excellency is good to wish our leaders well. Joseph Yuma Boykai. Good morning, His Excellency. The root of law conquers. Good morning. Majority Black. Good morning. We greet all of you all this morning. The silent listeners, you don't call, you don't text. Good morning to you. And of course, this is a new Roberts, Marka Davis, on there. Wednesday morning. Marka is not feeling that good. But Dortmund killed cow to eat dry rice. And I'm so proud of the Guinean boy, Gusari, who scored a hat trick on Barcelona last night. But meanwhile, Dortmund killed cow to eat dry rice. That's what will happen to Nigeria tonight. With all of the politics, look, I haven't seen politics in football for a while. The politics that is playing just ahead of the Real Madrid and Arsenal game tonight. But the football will speak on the page and will qualify. Good morning to you, Mac. How you doing this morning?
Yes, good morning, Oni. Good morning to our listeners this morning. Like you said, the thing is, there are other people who believe in progressing, especially in the stages of the tournament or the league, if you may.
for one
Yeah,
next,
we
man.
didn't do well. We didn't do well, and I have some serious problem with the defense. Yes, I don't know because the absence of Inigo Martinez,
Mhm.
but I think the defense didn't do very well. Cooper C and Arroyo, I don't think they really did
Yeah,
well last
I
night.
really just give that Tergo out.
Yeah, yeah, he
Yeah,
just
settle
just
it.
settled the ball for him, man.
Come
And
on,
he do that one for Podolski.
yeah, I'll put you that. But Africa was happy. The whole of Guinea was locked down. Do you know the
Yeah.
guy who's called hat trick? Goes to
Yes,
read.
I've not really been
Yes.
following him, but that's what I heard.
Yes, he's from Guinea.
He's
Yeah,
a native of Guinea.
yes. He came from
Okay.
Frankfurt before Dortmund signing up. He's a very good striker.
Okay.
Yes.
But he played for the French national team or what?
No, under 17, but the national,
Okay.
but he had played for the Guinean national team.
Oh, okay.
Yes, currently.
Okay. That's
Yes.
good.
So the whole of Guinea was upside down when
Yeah,
I saw.
I think we are happy he's our neighbor anyway.
Yes. So there's the biggest post journalist in the world, Fabrizio Romano.
Mhm.
Yeah, Fabrizio did a post for him. I want to see if I can
Okay.
get Fabrizio post.
Mhm.
Fabrizio did a very nice post, and I was
From
like,
last night match.
for last night match.
Okay.
Fabrizio Romano did a post for the Guinean striker last night. So many posts he had last night. He said something about Africa.
I don't trust that young man with Barcelona. I mean, I like Barcelona. Yeah.
He's a fan of Madrid or,
Yeah,
or
I think
Ronaldo.
so. I think he's a fan of Madrid or Ronaldo.
Well, he's the biggest
Yeah, he's one of the biggest
sports
sports journalists. in the world.
journalists across the world.
Yeah, I know.
He have 23 million followers.
Yeah, I know, but see, he doesn't like. He appears like he doesn't like
Yeah,
Barcelona.
it's a first defeat for Barcelona in 2025. I want to write it out there. He
Mhm.
did something for okay.
Yeah.
Gary says it's a grocery hat trick. The African boy versus Barcelona.
Mhm.
That's
see
it.
that.
That's a nice one. The African boy versus
With a red
Barcelona.
hat.
Yes. Y'all lucky there's an own goal savior.
Yeah, I mean, sincerely, O'Neal, I was afraid because even from the first 10 minutes of the match, the way Dortmund was pushing Barcelona,
Mhm.
it was scary. So, and we lost control of the ball. When we came back second half, when they brought Pedri in,
Mhm.
we started to have
Gavi.
yes, we started to have little control of the ball,
Mhm.
and then in less than 6 minutes, we slipped off again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't do well. We need to go in our semi-final very prepared,
Hmm.
very prepared, without risking anything.
For what that biscuit.
Yeah, we should not be risking anything for any reason. We must use our best. Yeah, I know we rested Martinez because of the yellow card he had. Maybe we didn't want for him to have.
yes. To miss the
Yes,
semifinal.
yeah. So I think as we are going now, do or die.
Hmm.
You know,
There's
there's a parable that says
more into.
the one who is down fears no fall. I'll have you Domo. Domo was just going into it.
To just play.
Yeah, they already knew opposed. You will win if they score. Let them score.
Anything
But
happen,
let's
like,
go. Yeah.
yeah, your play, gentlemen, your play.
It played out for them very well. Just that they could not get a required number of goals.
We can imagine his. He
Yeah,
said,
man.
so now what time? I still already qualified.
Yeah, but we'll talk about people. We're not talking about our own. We didn't do well last night. Like I said in my post, we really pumped out.
But he said, oh no, we made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you made it, yeah. But they kind of defeat.
Now, these are some of the differences between amongst football fans because some people they're just watching the team, they just say they just believe they love. Some of all will love with their eyes. Yeah.
If Arsenal don't qualify tonight, you want me to say what I want to say? If we don't qualify tonight,
you resign?
No, I can resign. A lot of teams have been through, man. For
and Madrid is a magical team, a historic team. So
yes.
if they beat you, you'll not feel too bad.
The guy said they'll close the stadium on us tonight. Your way will do your politics. Your hold on
They
spot.
take it risks.
Yeah, they'll close the stadium tonight.
Okay.
They'll have a king on the stadium with a crown. One side's Mercedes flag and Atletico Madrid flag. Two different times they came from behind to qualify. So they're trying to motivate the team. So they'll play the game in all level.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still, not me my friend. We
Yeah.
just play that football.
So what I can tell Arsenal is that I know the coach may not be hearing me also, but analytically, I think they should not go into that match with any form of fear. And I know obviously they are not complacent. They are not relying on our 3 goals.
Yeah.
I'm sure they are not relying on it. They know that what they are going to face is like now. I think Arsenal should believe that this game is at 0-0.
0-0.
Yes.
Not to defend.
Yeah.
Don't go and defend. The best way to defend is to attack.
The best way to defend is to attack.
Yeah.
One of the things you should do is to try hard and have control of possession.
Now I can remind to tell Lone Style.
Yeah.
The best way to defend attack.
Well, Arsenal, I know Arsenal is good at holding the ball.
Uh-huh.
You have to try and be holding the ball at some point in time for some time,
Mhm.
because Madrid will start this match with a really running race.
Hmm.
Yes, because Madrid's entire plan is to at least score one goal in the
Yeah.
first 15 minutes and score two first half
Yeah.
and prevent Arsenal from
For
scoring first
scoring,
half.
it will score.
Yeah, so that's the issue. So if Arsenal can try and it show they score first half or stop Madrid also from scoring first half when they go
Mm-hmm.
to the second half and do all
Mm-hmm.
that,
Yes.
I think that is very important.
What's the acting LEC boss before you do your lineup? Dear LEC,
Mohamed Sherry.
Mohamed Sharif. Mohamed Sharif. I mean, I call him Mohamed Sharif. Mohamed Sharif. Mohamed Sharif forced them all to go into the club to watch the game.
Amen.
Yeah, the current issue. Mohamed. Mohamed.
I've been wearing shirt already. No current for me to press.
The
As soon as I step out, I see
LEC, come
LEC.
on. Mohamed,
No,
you want me to get a schedule for LEC?
that was the time of living in Swatu, eh?
Uh-huh.
The thing I coming to the money.
Mohamed, I urge you to keep banners, the whole Ghana's and Carwell on. Keep it on. That's where the president will watch the game from.
Yeah, man.
He live in Painesville.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to watch the game,
Where?
Carwell or Ghana'sville.
That real political statement.
Yeah, political statement. Mohammed, because Mohammed tell us, say, I mean, this few days will be stable, but what's happening? Yeah,
Yeah.
man, what happening? Okay, take the current off in the day. They lit even, switch it on.
I tell you
Yeah,
what.
maybe 6 o'clock, switch it on. We understand we will still challenge
Mhm.
until we get there. Yes, good morning, Richmond Anna. Say good morning to you. Say talk about may you go into the championship. Let's see what have this morning is 802. The lineup on a true breakfast show 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. Thanks so much for following us. And of course, those of you listening in Nimba, Nimba is the hot spot right now to be. Yes.
Very hot.
Top spot. Look,
Mhm.
you won't believe the amount of calls we're getting up from Nimba every day. Yes, Truth Nimba, Truth in Sakalepi and in Bond. Thanks so much. Bobby Addison, I didn't see the text this morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, so again today is April 16. 6 days to the election.
Yes, the by election.
Yeah, 6 days to the by-election in Nimba. Thanks to our sponsors, Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited, a Pan-African bank. We will join our friend David Koti shortly to bring us the health tips for at least 6 minutes, followed by the review of the papers. Again, following serious media pressure, the Ministry of Agriculture is about to sign another memorandum of understanding with smallholder farmers. This time around, uh, for giving out grants.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Again, final investigation out on LRRC report following suspension of directors. Meanwhile, the World Bank has cleared suspended NAFA boss Emma Glasgow from audit fraud. Okay, we'll talk about that. Violence erupted in Tapeta, Nemba County during campaign rally. Like we've always said, that election should be peaceful, the campaign should be peaceful, and yesterday they even signed the Farmington River Declaration. At 8:35 to 10 after 9 this morning, Todi District 1, Moserado County, abundant sense the storm, especially the victims are being out of their homes, they've been crying for help. We understand that they've also been calling on the National Disaster Management Agency to go to their aid, but not much has been done. Again, Dr. Pee Wee Sando will come to make an appeal to the government like he did the last time. So we'll have him here this morning. And at 10 after 9, sports, entertainment, commercials brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan African Bank, and Orange Liberia, the biggest GSM company in the country. At 9:20 to 10 this morning, we'll talk with senatorial candidate T. Wanoke Fangalo on the last shot as Tuesday draws closer. A lot is happening in Nimba County just ahead of the by-election. So T. Wanoke Fangalo, one of the candidates, and he's independent. He will say to us this morning on the show to talk more about his chances. What are the dynamics since the declaration of campaign, since the campaign activities? What are his chances in the county? So in the mix of All Country First, thanks for joining us this morning. Stay with us up to 10 o'clock.
Great, good lineup. This is the breakfast show. Let's bring our very young friend on David Cote. Very young, handsome
Every day
man.
we'll call the young man now.
No, there's a young man.
Oh man.
There is still young man.
We have,
Abbas.
I think we should start deceiving the public.
Abbas. I would deceiving the public or
Yeah,
not.
man.
Good morning, Patrick. How are you?
I would deceiving the public.
And I I don't want to say what I want to say this morning. Yeah, be careful with me.
A very young man, a very young and handsome man, David Kuti.
I like that. I like that. I like that. Young and handsome.
Are we deceiving the public?
No, you are not. I'm a handsome man.
You're a
I'm
handsome
very young.
man.
Okay.
So you're not deceiving the public.
Mhm.
Marka, you caused me some trouble here before. I don't want to get on your back this morning. I beg you. There's a lady who comes to me here and does not call me darling cool anymore. She calls me grandpa.
Oh,
When I asked, yes. Well, I said, where you got the other thing from? Yeah, I was listening to O'Neill Marka the other day. I said, oh, so you can follow through with them? She said, yeah. So why the reason why she's calling me grandpa is because you messed me up.
okay.
And you've been trying to fix it in a few days by calling me young man. You want to change again? Stop that.
Oh, she said because I said you are almost 72.
Yes, you start the whole thing.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you got to apologize.
Yeah.
The best way to fix it is to keep calling me young man and handsome man every morning.
Ali himself, Professor Richmond Hennessy. Himself, the Professor Richmond Hennessy.
No. I'm handsome more than Edwin. Professor Anderson is a good guy. He's a handsome
Who
man.
Erin Snow?
My man, you're looking for trouble. I didn't call him
Oh
that.
God. Hey, see, I can a problem for you, sir.
Well, you know what? Oh, I said, the
Let me call another name. What's the vice running mate to Charles Bronski? What's his name?
Oh, you mean my uncle?
Yeah, your uncle
Harrison Conway.
Harrison Conway. David.
My uncle Harrison Conway.
Cost grabbing, thank you. Cancel more than that. You know what? Call him, thank you.
Abbas.
Yeah.
Abbas.
I have some more than Sabah. I
Uh-huh.
have some more than Edwin.
Mm-hmm.
But why can be overlooking Clarence? Because Clarence shot?
Yeah.
No. You know when I stand by and talk people like you and O'Neill, I feel some kind of way, man, funny because I can be under y'all too much. But when I stand by Clarence Jackson, I feel so good.
Okay. Abbas.
I can knock the guy in the head.
Mm-hmm. Before you do your health tour, a lady from the Ministry of State, right? She said she
Yeah.
loved the smile of David Cote. She just loved how David can smile, man.
Oh, madam, wherever you are, good morning to you and God bless you.
Depending on her age, you didn't ask for her age.
I don't care about that. What's this? What are you 90? I love you.
Oh, you don't get so that woman, eh?
Oh, she woman, you are good. I don't care about age, really.
You see, when you say these things, I try to interpret it, then you say I'm not correct. But let it be so.
All right.
I'll just let
Can
you
I
be.
go? Thank you. Let me be.
Go
Can
ahead.
I go ahead?
Go ahead.
Thank you very much, and good morning to the public. Today, our focus is on people who are too fat or overweight. It is called obesity or too much fat in the body. If you are too fat or overweight, be very careful because obesity leads to serious medical conditions, including one, heart disease. Every one person dies every 33 seconds from heart disease. We have talked about it before, and I will come back to it another time. Be careful. 18 million people die every year from heart disease. Number two, type 2 diabetes. Number three, stroke. Those are all the things that overweight can happen when you are too fat or overweight. You suffer from heart disease, type 2 diabetes, stroke, certain cancers, digestion problems, sleep apnea, and fatty liver. More, but I'm just naming a few. And you got to be careful when it comes to your liver. We told you that before. When we talk about your kidney, we talk about your liver. Your liver is the biggest organ in the body. It weighs 3.1 pounds and it works around the clock. It solves over 500 problems in the body. So be very careful with your liver. If you are overweight, be careful. What are the causes? Lack of physical activity. People who are overweight, one of the reasons why they're overweight is that, they don't exercise. And they eat unhealthy foods. And they eat anytime. There are some people who will be born fat. That is genetics, yes. You are born in that category. That's a different issue. But when you eat every minute, you're not hungry. But you just grab food and just keep eating, you will be overweight. And when you eat close to bedtime, you can go to bed 10 o'clock. And by 9 o'clock, you have eaten one heavy bowl or anything. You got to be very careful. Number three, not getting enough good quality sleep. Scientifically, you must, according to science or medical doctors, you must sleep for 7 to 9 hours. But when you come from work, you go to the nightclub. You stay there up to 10, 11, then you go home. Then when you sleep for 4 or 5 hours, you think you have slept. No, it should be 7 to 9 hours. And like I said, some people are overweight when because of genetics. It comes from the father, the mother, just like that. But you can still do something about it. Remember this. Drink 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil in the morning on empty stomach. And drink 1 tablespoon in the night, 1.5 hours before you go to bed. Do that before bedtime every day. You will see and feel the difference after 21 days. That does not mean that after 21 days you must stop. I have been taking mine for the past 2 years and I take it every day. So it doesn't mean that when you see your skin shining, you see you looking good, and then you should stop it. No, keep on. It's good. We talked about it before, the different health benefits. That is some part of the daily diet. Keep the bottle of the olive oil from the light or from light. Keep it in a cool and dark place. That's the only way it will keep on helping you. God willing, I will be back. But in the meantime, I gotta get out of here.
Okay. Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Yes. David Coty with the health tips. It is a regular feature on the Truth Breakfast show, and we are grateful to David for always reminding us about smaller things we need to do to remain healthy or to live healthier life. Thanks to David Coty this morning for that. So we'll go for the review of the local dailies this morning on the Truth Breakfast show to bring you up to speed with the stories in the newspapers. So yes, coming up is the review of the local dailies. Yes, so the first paper this morning is the Daily Observer newspaper, volume 25, number 64, the Wednesday edition of the Daily Observer newspaper. The lead story on the front page: Finda Bono faces corruption investigation. Ex-president's chief of protocol summoned by Access Recovery Task Force. Where I'm seeing Councillor Edwin Clark Martin here alongside the former presidential chief of protocol, Finda Bono, on the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper. Still on the front page: how a family smuggled timber for over a decade. A family smuggled timber for over a decade. Well, grab a copy of this story or the paper to read the detail of this story. Rwandan envoy shares emotional reflection on genocide, pledges support for Liberia's UN Security Council bid. Where I'm seeing the ambassador or Rwanda's ambassador to Liberia, Rosemary Babasi, is captured right here on the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper. Hundreds gathered to pay final homage to Ambassador James Tier. Is right here. Let's go to the back page of the Daily Observer. LDA destroys massive marijuana farm in Lofa. Arrest female suspect. I'm seeing the suspect right here on the back page of the Daily Observer. United Methodist Church regional president condemns attack against members in Nigeria. Is the final story on the back page of the Daily Observer.
Great. Let's get on with the New Republic. The New Republic, $50 Liberian. The front page of the New Republic. Boykot's children vexed with him. Oh, it wasn't clear. Boykot's children vexed with him. Well, this is what captured on the front page of the New Republic. Just so you know, boycott. Let's get some familiar faces here. Martin Colley, Yeke Kolubai, Amara Conan, Darius Delonzi flip-flop. So I don't know. Yeah, most time. Yes. One day so, the next day on the other side.
Senator James Bonny.
Yeah, James Bonny is and those are sort of face. Yeah,
I'm not really familiar.
I'm not too familiar with this. Boycott children vexed with him is captured on the front page of the New Republic. Grab a copy. Read the rest of the story. Youth and Sports announced 1 million for youth service program. It's a sublead story on the front page of the New Republic. Let's go to the back page and see what is on the back page. The back page, I'm seeing the doing of the Liberian cabinet was Sarah Bessel Yanti talking to dispatch high-level delegation for RIA assessment. Well, Sarah Bessel, Walker Hello, Sarah Bessel is on the back page this morning. Nima by-election commercialized is a question mark here. Is Nima by-election commercialized? Question mark. Edith accuses VP Kuhn. I think from the interview yesterday. Yes, Vice President Jeremiah Kuhn is here. On the back page of the New Republic, grab a copy, read the rest of the story.
Yeah, let's go for the news. The news newspaper is next. The lead story. It says sanctioning of poor performing entities imminent as Boakai sounds caveat.
Mm,
Sanctioning of poor performing entities imminent as Boakai sounds caveat. The president is here. Photograph battle intensifies between Koga Ideve ahead of heated Nimba senatorial by election and several alleged human traffickers arrested. Labor Ministry discloses. Well, I'm seeing the Deputy Minister for Administration Othello Mansuo is captured on the front page of the newspaper. Let's go to the back page. The back page. The back page. The back page. Yes, this is the back page.
the back page.
Liberia convenes development partners retreat to Boston National Development Plan implementation. Finance Minister Augustine Gafon is here. PPCC bust ties harsh loan conditions to economic instability. Minister Dagosa calls for improved safety measures at Monrovia Industrial Park. The Commerce Minister Magdalene Dagosa is here. Social accountability volunteers trained in Kakata, Margibi County. And finally, time to reconnect, reflect, reunite as Liberia Duja High alumni celebrate homecoming. Well, that's
Okay.
it for the newspaper.
Great. The Liberian investigator. Yes, I'm getting to love this paper. I don't know why. Lana Dodud, the Liberian investigator, is our next stop this morning. I'm seeing the suspended boss, Great Emma Metier Glasgow, is here. War Bank clears Emma Glasgow of fraud. This is a big news here. World Bank clears Glasgow of fraud as allegation around suspended NAFA boss Emma Glasgow. The Liberian investigator uncovers World Bank records that shows every dollar of the US 3.1 million project that was locked behind control, audits, approvals. So why the LCC prop, fraud, power play, or something else? World Bank clears Emma Metier Glasgow is captured on the front page from the investigator. Grab a copy and read the rest of the story. A game changer is a sub story. I'm seeing the RIA boss Gerard Mensko here. LAA boss commends Turkish Liberia partnership to modernize, expand RIA course is a boost to Liberia aviation sector. Still on the front page this morning, Rwandan envoy whips for what? Well, I'm seeing Ambassador Mambasa recalls 1994 genocide horror ahead of commemoration in Monrovia. And in the review from the investigator.
Yes, let's go for the Improfile Daily, the Wednesday edition. The lead story on the front page: we are a threat to Liberia's democracy. Who is saying this? Daniel Sando, the Deputy Information Minister for Press and Public Affairs. He says we are a threat to Liberia's democracy. Daniel talks too much.
You don't know it.
You don't know it. Police releases Prophet Key amid political pressure. Well, I'm seeing Justin Opa Yezia is captured here on the front page of the Improfile Daily. Once war victims memorialized. And finally, on the front page, harsh loan conditions born economic instability. PPCC head is saying that. Let's go to the back page of the Improfile Daily. Your release demonstrates justice. Brown tells 117 prisoners. Well, these are the pre-trial detainees who have been released. Ambassador Conte arrives, presents letter soon. U.S. That's Liberia's ambassador to the United States. Dr. I. Hassan Conte. Bishop Choir condemns attack on Methodists. Is another story on the back page. Finally, House of Representatives strengthens oversight responsibility. That ends the review for the Improfile.
Yeah, so last up for my end because of time is the Independent. The Independent. Wednesday, April 16 at Roberts International Airport. U.S. soldier arrested with gun is what captured on the front page of the Independent. U.S. soldier arrested with gun at the RIA is on the front page of the Independent. Grab a copy. LTA advances ICT regulatory framework. A sub story on the front page of the Independent. Permit Liberians mining company. We won't pay. Please give permit to Liberian mining company. We'll take one day to talk about this. Yes. Permit Liberian mining companies is also another sub-lead story on the front page of the Independent. Let's go to the back page. What's on the back page? Minister Kura in Europe, not Nimba. Labor Minister refused report. Okay, it's not in Nima campaigning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Cooper Cry is right here on the back page this morning. Grab a copy. Can CDC regain power? It's a question mark. As we are declared coming back to power campaign. All right. George Manuel Flokekong Bekube is on the back page this morning. And of course, 5.0 earthquake hits near Liberia. How earthquake will now want to hit? The little mining. Amen. Amen. Anyway, so ending the review from the Independent this morning. Yes,
I
from my
have
end.
interest in that story.
This
Yeah,
earthquake.
I need to find it.
Yes, yeah, I should forward this to you.
No, I will
You
find.
have
Yeah,
it.
I'll
Okay,
find the whole
okay,
story.
okay, great. All right, go
Yeah,
ahead.
so the final story, paper is the women voices, and as usual, you remember the women of Liberia launched a fundraiser yesterday to support Edith. So
Yes.
the lead story on the front page of the Women Voices newspaper, it said she deserves a seat.
Okay.
Liberian women launch fundraising campaign for Edith Gonglo Way, where I'm seeing a couple of women here, including Councillor Charlene Bromskin Dennis. She's here alongside other prominent Liberian women. I'm seeing Danielta Slayan, also all of them. Yes, I'm seeing their photographs here. And the banner for the fundraiser is also here. Liberia's Expo 2025 pavilion attracts attention in Osaka. That's in Japan. And what I see here also is the photograph of Madame Edith Gonglo Way. And as usual, the presidents of people we've always called, former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, former VP Joel Howard Taylor, and I'm seeing Miriti Bro, I'm seeing Edith Gonglo Way, Evan Nat Kamara, Liberian gospel artist, right?
Yes, even that for
Yeah,
a very
even
long
Nat
time.
Kamara, yes, I'm seeing her here, and a couple of others that I can identify by the face. Yes.
Yes, thank you so much. The papers are out on the newsstand for 40, 50 Liberian dollars. Get yourself a copy and read detailed stories right here. On Wednesday morning, 961, the heart and soul of Liberia, Orange Liberia, 1 million subscribers for Orange Liberia. That's amazing. Orange intend to have more than a million within at the end of this year. So 1 million subscriber Orange hits. That's big news for all of many subscribers. Those of you subscribing with Orange Liberia Continuum. Echo Bank, the Pan African Bank, is proud to be associated. You can listen to Let's Talk Echo Bank at 3 o'clock on Truth FM this afternoon from 3 to 4 o'clock with ID Family. Let's Talk Echo Bank. Yes, let's get going with what time we'll want to appeal to Pee Wee Sando. At least we're going 10 minutes of his time with us. He's already in studio.
Okay.
These boys from the rural part of Monrovia, they love
wake
time.
up soon.
They wake up soon.
You know, do you want me to give you the secret why they wake up soon?
Tell me that.
Now, I was born and raised in the interior, right?
Yes.
Our big brothers normally go to tap the pound 5 o'clock in the morning.
In the morning.
So they always wake up as early as 5 in the morning. That's why you see most of the time people will be here as early.
So
because at the pound tapping
time for it.
Yeah, that's time
the pound has specific time.
Oh yeah, you gotta wake up early in the morning, 5 o'clock to go tap the pound.
Okay,
yes.
I see.
When you open the mouth, you will confirm what I'm saying.
And that is for God to man.
Yes.
Yeah, the one that you count from on our side is natural.
Oh yes.
Yeah, they don't mix it with water.
No
sugar in it. I forgot to man.
Straight. Exactly.
I don't experience your hair fazzle.
I tell you. The first time I ever tasted alcohol, that was
palm wine.
Some kind of bitter palm wine my own big brother gave me. When I entered the village.
You can bring your chest.
Hey, my mom was crying all over the place. Hey, what do you want to do to my son? Hey?
Just spin way around. Just you're bossing everybody.
She didn't know that's only I was starting. That was any Guinness.
Well, you brothers.
What tell you?
No, this is what the people do your politics. This is what will happen. Most of real Nigerian men, every show I'm talking to all of you, eh? When you're washing your game, you wash your game with all the black bottles.
Yeah.
If you're making an attempt to start, tasting something, that time will you beat your massively. Yeah.
But Nigeria really has problems. So how they design all that history, they put in one documentary to make us not scared. Yeah. Small distant children are afraid.
No. No.
Distant children are afraid.
I mean, your kid telling his father, say, "Oh, fast nickel better than a slow down."
I'm telling you,
fast nickel, daddy, fast nickel better than a slow down.
Probably women. Just no tell my probably women.
Yes, let's say thank you to. I try to say thank you. Agriculture Ministry will making you all to work. Look, we hit none of you people. Close to 230 farms. The Ministry of Agriculture have reached out to them. That's what we won't be hearing.
Okay.
Yes, they are signing the MOU with them, and this MOU for them to get a grant. All right. As soon as the MOU laying in our hand, we'll read out the MOU because we don't want what happened to the tricycle, the keke. That you're signing an MOU then for the $840 keke, and the majority of the smallholder farmers didn't benefit from it. Today we'll see the keke. Uh, Mineral water are being used to be selling all around time here. So the MOU about to sign to give them the grant. So as the MOU landing our hand, we'll start to announce that MOU that if you are to get a grant, you don't have the money in full, but will be through installment one, installment two, installment three. Will guide the process. We want you to reach out to more than 1,000 farms across the country. You have hit to 250, the exact number I'm calling them, Marka. We're working with agriculture. Yeah, they have reached out to 250 farms. That number is still small. We need more than that. So when you sign an MOU of them and you start to give them the grant, you should make sure that let's hit at least 1,000. Great. Let's move on to the LRRC. Good morning, His Excellency President Joseph Boykai. LRRC, some part of last year, was the hottest talking point in the whole city. Corruption at LRRC, back and forth, returnees home, morning kickbacks, and all of it. So, for all indication, the report is out. I want the president to please act on the report, the LRRC report. Those who the report will hold, it will hold them. Those who are vindicated, please let it be clear. His Excellency, the LRRC report. Remember, we had the same report when the LDA thing was dragging for so long with AB Kromane. That's how the LRRC report. So, while looking through the LRRC report, the World Bank have issued a statement. Let me say thanks to Lana Dodo. Dodo have done extremely well. With this Emma Glasgow thing, the World Bank have cleared Emma Glasgow of all fraud, all audits was done, the 3.1 million. Look, this lady is very young. I'm not coming on defense because of any personal thing. If she will say goodbye to government, she will say goodbye. She's turning 40 years on tomorrow. She's very young. So to indict her, the LCC, you have a little work to do now. Because the World Bank, the 3.1 billion World Bank had cleared her, and you can go and check it out. It's on our website, it's on the investigator, it's running some local daily. So Emma Glasgow is clear. So for what reason she was suspended? Good morning, His Excellency, our president. Nuta, you are board. Nuta is the chairman for NAFA, the board chair. Nuta, the board have the World Bank have cleared Emma Glasgow. Of what? Go and see it. Yes. So before we bring on Pee Wee Sando, let's say no to any form of violence in Nima. What winners interpreted yesterday was not a good sign. After this election will come and go. If Mark Leon will win the election, Mark will win. If Edith Gongo will win the election, Edith. If what's the other guy named Wonanke Fangalo will win the election, so be it. If Samuel Koga, who have reached out to me for the very first time, it's good I heard Koga's voice for the very first time on the phone.
Okay.
Yes, yesterday we tried calling all of them, and he didn't go through. Well, but the process here should be a transparent one. That's what we're calling for. Whoever wins the election, let them win it. So the world will know that this same NEC, Darieta, good morning to you. The work you did in 2023 along with your board of commissioners. NIMBA is no exception. What we're saying, NIMBA post saying the money that is dishing out, Tamafala said they never dish out that kind of money. That's what we're hearing. But the thing here is, what the people will vote for is that results should come out. And that's what we want to call on those of you voters. Vote wise. That's all we can say as a media. I won't tell you, say, go and vote for Mark Bleon. I'm calling him Nisa correctly.
No.
Black Magwa.
Blue.
Mark Bluon. Like you, eh?
Yeah.
Mark Bluon or Fangalo or Edith or Koga, whosoever. Your vote makes the decision for Nima County, that the county will have a full representation. You listen to all of the campaign messages. There are some of them, no campaign message at all, but you decide who to go vote. There should be no one will tell you, say, look, this is a way to vote. Go on those days, the radio will say that they're questioning the best candidate. So the platform that you feel that is in the interest of the county and the country, this is how you should go and vote. Stay away from violence. After this election, all these people who you see contesting, you'll still see them together. Yeah, man.
Yes, again, like I have said from the very time from since the National Elections Commission declared the process open, I've continuously said, and Commissioner Basi Kwangba re-echoed that yesterday when they signed the commitment to ensure peaceful and transparent process in Nimba, that the election will come and go, but Nimbayans will stay in the county and they must coexist. So we cannot use this election period to divide the county, to create enemies for ourselves, in fact, to make ourselves enemies of ourselves, and live in a toxic environment. So let us compete with RDS. Let us compete with our platform. What can you do if you are given the opportunity? We understand politics is tense. There are different things that are interplaying when it comes to, it's not just winning the seat, or it may not just be about Koga winning the seat. It may not just be about Mark Blue winning the seat. It may not just be about T1OK winning or Edith Gonglo were winning. There are different things that are playing. So in that light, the people of Nimba themselves should understand that, well, some of these people who are coming on these campaign trails, they will go back to Monrovia after the election.
Yes.
Even the senator we will vote for will be living in Monrovia. We will stay here. So we cannot make enemies among ourselves. We cannot throw stones at ourselves. We cannot hurt ourselves. We cannot put families against families. You must conduct yourself peacefully. If you come for political rally, campaign, you'll go there, listen to their message, go back home. On the day of voting, go to the ballot box and vote for who you want to vote for.
Yes.
Do not make enemy with people because of election. Nimbayans will remain in Nimba and they must coexist. So that's what we can say. Say no to violence.
Yes.
Say no to violence.
No to violence,
Yes.
right? Elections Commission, please, a free, fair, transparent process we're asking you for. And I still have confidence in the still board of commissioners. Yes. Until you prove us wrong in this by-election in Nimba. If you can look at the 2023 general election and say, well, Joseph Boyka, you are the winner ahead of the popular George Weah, you can still do the same thing in Nimba County. I still trust Derrietta. I know the kind of woman she is. Yes, I know the kind of character she is. All those years, the entire board of commission, the co-chair, Tipla Reeves, Councillor Tipla Reeves. I haven't seen Tipla in person.
Okay.
Yes, Tipla Reeves. You call another guy named Basi Pangba, Floor.
Say yeah.
Yeah, I'm the Floor probably made off the record. Yeah.
They won't call gay there too.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I just forget.
All 7 of you. In other countries, you only have 5 commissioners. Nigeria have 4. Ghana have 5. Liberia will have 7 commissioners. Yes. You don't prove us wrong. You don't prove us wrong. This by-election, no one's entitled to any Nimba. Whatsoever result that will come out from the ballot box, I want to call the attention of the international community. Yes, our international partners, please monitor this election. The person who will win it will win it. No one's entitled to it. Yes, let's pick a few calls so don't bring on Dr. Pee Wee Sanders shortly. Yes, I think it's necessary.
Yes, 0770-202579, 0770-202579.
Yes, 0770-153-265. Let's do a minute per call, at least for 5-10 minutes. Don't bring Pee Wee Sanders live from Todi District with us in studio already. Yes, 0770-153-265, and you call us, you'll be live on the breakfast show this morning. The TBS 0770-153-265.
Please give a quiet background this morning, please. Good morning.
Good morning. My background is quiet, and so let me say I don't know when Liberia. My name is Sabo Bike, and of course the most handsome man, past David Koti.
Okay.
I want to ask this country, when will we do things like others in Ghana? They are putting stop to foreigner mining gold. When will we do that in this country? All over. The very Ghanaian are stopping people. They're right here digging gold in our counties. When will we do that? When will this country take action and put the citizen interest first? Thank you very much.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning, Pastor Marka Dere. And let me say good morning to Opolino Summer, Broward. And you remain Joe Kamo. I tell you this morning from the District 2 Magibi County University student in your office. Only Marka this morning, I want to appreciate you guys for the talking point. And I just want to add my voice to the both of you voices, in relation to the by-election in Lima County. As for some of us, we did support this regime, and we do believe that this regime is law-abiding. But we are calling on all citizens and all sides, like you said, the National Election Commission. This election is another test again. So we are watching you guys to see how best that everything will be put into place, to see how best that the process will be held with transparency. So thank you for having me this morning.
Okay.
Yes. Let's pick few more calls up. This person coming through this line. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Oni Robert. Good morning, Marka. How are you doing this morning?
Morning. Go ahead.
I am Yusuf Fremont. I join you from Brownville. Yeah, let me appreciate you guys so much this morning. And Nimbabian, let me say this. Do not politicians and kill yourself. Do not mark politicians to wound yourself. Because tomorrow, they will not come to your ill. We have a lot of people today through election violence because of them. Today, they never cater to you. You are going with the team. So tomorrow, next week, whatsoever time, do not mind these people. Let the election be peaceful, go peaceful, and vote for whosoever you want on Tuesday. On a serious note, because we will continue to die or kill ourselves for the people, they will not pay attention to us. On a serious note, so next, we are urging you to do the right thing that you did in 2023, and we believe in your ideology. On a serious note, we believe in you, the other brother, and whosoever bad people you are charged with responsibility to conduct the election in Nimba, do it peacefully, do it correctly, because we believe in you. Because this is where your moral standing will be downplayed or it will be high lifted.
Okay.
On a serious note, and before I drop the lamp, Oni, Arsenal going to be defeated by Real Madrid. Take it from me. Take it to the bank.
Oh, man. Yeah, Kara's great bank. No, take it to the bank. What you talk about being a Kara great bank? Kara great bank.
Anything you carry there can be correct.
Kara great bank. You can't take it to the bank. Kara great bank can be correct. Morning, Milton Yoko.
Good morning, O'Neill and Marka. This is Milton Yoko, like you said, incoming representative, district number 6, Masurano County. A few more years, I think it's just about exactly 4 years for me to take my office. I'm happy this morning for the opportunity, and good morning to be better. Marka specifically, because I enjoy your deliberation this morning. I always want to hear you people talk, because you talk the issues, you go straight to the point. We need people like you in Liberia. Sometimes when I sit down, I can be thinking, when will this country change around so that children who cannot afford to pay school fee can then wake up and wear uniform, go on campus, go to school, enjoy internet, and then eat on campus and come back home. Thinking that when a woman that's suffering from cancer will go to JFK, take a treatment, get back on motorbike and go back home, instead of begging for money to go to India and take treatment, or God forbid they die, they put their body in cartoon and send them back. I'm also thinking in this country, when will the poor man go to a case with a rich man, especially for land business, and win a case? These are things I'm praying for. So only I pray that when some of you help me, God bless me, I get leadership, I will push some of the things for the Labron people. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's take Prince Kolake. Prince, good morning.
Thank you, Marka, and let me say good morning to Bibera O'Neill's Rawa. And let me say also a pleasant good morning to the incoming representative of District 6, Milton Yoko.
Y'all making Milton too happy that this true.
His resilience, my big brother, we for the same county, and more besides, we are related to in-lawship. Okay. So I love his resilience, and he kept pushing. I think it's one person that pushing Representative Samuel to the wall to do what he can do. So we seen it in him, and he continue resilient. We pay for him comes 2029. So now to the issue, let me add my voice to the voice of yours, calling on people not to be so violent. I think what happened in Lofa this going election should serve as a lesson today. Mm-hmm. You see Thomas Fala, Representative Thomas Fala, and the legs of the Internal Affairs Minister, former District 1 representative. They are drinking tea together. So what become of those people that were killed, those people that were harmed, those people that today they have a lot of wounds on them? If you do it because of politicians, after the election, They will all meet somewhere. They knocking glass together. I saw two of my brothers from the angle of CDC. They in district fire. They are very angry with our father because of father. They were flogging Lofa severely. Today, the wounds and the pains are on them. So for each time they see Ambassador Barker, President Barker, and that of Representative Father together, they always feel that pain and they always carry that emotion with them. So if you do it, if you don't look
You
at
said when they see who back together, father and who?
when
The
they
president.
see
Okay.
Father and that
Okay.
of President, we are together. They
Barker,
always
you
show
mean?
the
President
wounds that
Barker.
are
Okay.
left
Okay.
on there. So it's a learning curve. It's a lesson learned by those people. So if you in Nima, you kill yourself because of politician, mind you, that soul will lay on you. You will only stigmatize yourself. In fact, that identical guilt will lead you for the rest of your life. Don't cause nobody. Go to the pool, vote for who you want to vote for. You can do your election through interactive means, through intellectual means, but not being so vocal and so rude or somebody
Okay.
to go out.
Thank you, Pascal. Thank you. Yes.
That's Prince.
Yeah.
Prince
Oh,
Kulake.
Prince Kulake. Okay.
Mhm.
I tell Pascal did it. You know that District 6 minute. Yes. This person should be our last caller coming through this morning. Yes. Just a minute. Good morning.
Thank you for the privilege, and let me say a pleasant good morning to you and Marka. I phone in from District 4, and this is the voice of Akwe Ebo Senior. Only let me also say a pleasant good morning to the People's Lawmaker, Honorable Musa Hassan Deleke. Quickly on you, I want to speak to this issue of our Foreign Minister, Madam Sarah Teslo Yanti. On you, I can simply say to the public that this madam is a workaholic. You know, a lot of Liberians, when she was being nominated by the president to this post, to serve this position, there were a lot of public outcries that this lady did not meet the criteria and all of that. You know, getting a job is one thing, and then doing exactly what the job calls for is another thing. So when you are seeing in recent times that this madam is working vigorously to ensure Liberia, you know, obtain this particular non-permanent seat. Of recent, this madam was in Malay, there are different countries. She's going to rubbing shoulders with other African leaders to rally around her so that Liberia can become victorious. I think if Liberia becomes victorious, it's a plus, not just for the country, it's a plus for Africa at large. And only before I drop the line, like many have said and called on the people of Nema County to be very resolute when it comes to this by-election. I want to add my voice to the message to call the people of Nema. Election is an event, I would say that way, it comes and goes. But what matters is the county and the country. So if you mind, you know, the euphoria of election and then start to delve into things that will devalue people, I don't think it's called for. So go to the pool, vote who you want to vote for, and then walk away. Stay away from violence and this issue of distraction and causing chaos in the county. Thank you for having me as always.
Thank you. Yes. So many calls. Yes. A lot of people tagging me on the social media, and it's back to the sender. Those of you who want us not to go out tonight. Look, do you know how many years Bayern Munich have put in out of the Champions League? Every time we just dropping back to the sender. Yes, let's bring on Dr. Pee Wee Sander. I think it's good to go now. Yes. That's one thing I do. I call it that or Havo.
On the camera, eh?
You gotta take control. Let me see.
Yeah, so Oni will go and set the camera to bring the PV Sando live on the camera this morning. I think what he's doing for his people is very important. Yesterday I talk about this issue in Todi, and we cautioned the National Disaster Management Agency to go there and at least in the first place do an assessment on the impact of the storm. What that has been done. Let's see. Dr. Pee Wee Sando from the area will tell us more this morning, because we believe that institutions were established to perform duties, and when the duty calls, you must answer. So it's not just about giving people job. I always say this. And whenever there's a change in government, everybody wants to get job. But it's not about getting. Can you do the job? These are some of the issues. I'm not saying you can do the job, but there's the reason for which that institution was established to intervene, to respond in terms of disaster and all of that. But but let's go to Dr. Sando. Yeah, Good morning, Chief. It's great to have you again.
Yeah, good morning, Marka, and good morning to you. Let me say good morning to the people of District Number 1, Mosorado County, and Liberia at large.
How are you? I said something this morning when Onu said how you wake up so early and all of that. Do you want to confirm or deny my reason given?
No, it's true. Normally, in the interior, like two things can make us to wake up soon. Number one is the power, because you know power, the passage is a jealous tree. They put more liquid at night. So if you go late in the morning, you will see the wine will over
Yeah,
floating.
exactly.
So for that, you have to wake up very soon to clear the wine and then get set for another one that will come up.
Yeah.
And the second thing is the trap,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, you had to wake up soon. You that can set trap, you had to wake up soon, because normally when the animal get into the trap like that, it fight,
Yes, it will
it
continue
will
to
continue
fight.
to fight. But when you see daylight coming, it will double its strength. I know it will double its strength. So in that, when you go late, Sunday you go, when you go low,
Yeah.
your animal go from the trap. So the way you see more men will always wake up very early to go in the bush to make sure to get their little passion or whatever from their
Exactly.
traps.
You are
So
right
that why
about that.
normally we wake up soon.
Yeah.
So sometimes we wake up 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, monitoring the time to get in the bush. So some of the men there, you see they in the bush on their phone. So that's
So
a
now,
problem. So it's also used to us now. So it's part of our life.
uh,
It's a tradition for us. So
yeah,
by 4 o'clock you will not see me get sleeping.
exactly.
Yeah, so that was
Yeah,
normally has
so let's go to the reason why you are here. The last time you came and made a call to the government and to different institutions. I even remember a staffer from the representative's office called live on the show and said, well, thanks that we have the information, now we are going there to see what we can do. What can you say has happened to the victims of the storm?
Well, thank you very much. Let me say a big thank to the management of True FM for affording us this opportunity. We were here 2 weeks back when the storm took off the home of some of our family members and district leaders. We made a communication to the disaster management up to present. If I had asked for all of the evidence, which we did, we submitted the evidence to them, but up to present, nobody have gone there. And as we
But are
speak,
they supposed to be asking people for evidence, or are they supposed to send a team to go and do impact assessment?
by right, they should have gone there to do the assessment, get all of the evidence. But when we called them, the very first time on the 4th of April, they told us, oh, the first thing you had to do, you had to go there, collect the data yourself, and bring it to us. So it was like I was surprised, because they are the agency that are responsible for such an issue. But to our utmost surprise, they told us to collect our own data and bring it to them, and which we did. We were able to capture all of the horses that got damaged, that got de-roosted by the storm, and we submitted it with a photo. But up to present, nobody have even gone there to even see the people or to see what the people going through. As we speak, the people sleeping outside. That one again, because the Palawa hall that they cannot even host everybody. So some of the people had to go sleep under the kitchen. So you see, some people had to even go sleep on the school campus. So at the end of the day, there are a lot of conditions that is coming up now there, because when you get people clustered together, so now you have some of the diseases that are coming up. And it has been a serious problem for our people in our particular part of the district. So we have come back again to call on them to see how best they can reach the people. Even from the office of the lawmaker up to present. We were on the radio, they call, they say, yeah, we got the information now, we'll make a trip there, but up to present, nobody have gone there. Look, sometimes as a leader, you just go in, your present alone can give the people hope. And you know nothing. They are not going to let people even.
Mr. Sano, is it really true that no team from the disaster management agency or the office or the representative has
Nobody,
gone there to see the
nobody. I'm the only person that went there with my team for to do the assessment, for to collect the data and submit it to them. But since we left from there, nobody have gone there to even check on the people. And these are Liberians, and these are people that stood in the line during the election day to vote for this government. To see them going this way is very, very frustrating. Because you can't have your citizen. These are people that also they are taxpayers. When something happen to them, nobody care for them. The representative office, nothing. Even to the superintendent, the superintendent of the county up to present, you are not even going there to see. So how you taking the people to be? These are people that are doing election will be behind them. Your vote for us. Your vote for this government. Your vote for this government. Every time people vote, we vote for change, but at the end of the day, the people suffer a lot. You see,
Has there been any little intervention, whether from some private citizens or so,
nothing,
because the
nothing,
people's condition matter?
nothing. No assistance from anywhere. If you go there now, I told you the people sleeping in the open. And some of them now, they had to even go credit money just to buy second-hand zinc to put it on their structure in the meantime, because it is raining almost every day now. You see, the people cannot continue sleeping outside. But up to present, nobody are even going there from the angle of the government, from the angle of any NGO to say they give the people assistance. And look at the country now, we have NGO that are helping before the war finish. I was saying most of the people gone back. The record that we have in Liberia now,
Mhm.
they too are challenged. We gave some of the communication to them with the photo. They told us, they say, my man, we can't promise your people. You have to keep praying. If we get something, we will do it. But for now, we are challenged as well. So you see, but the government agencies are responsible for this thing. Why the obesity now? We are about to end the rainy season. And you can't tell me there is no money in the budget for the disaster management. There's a money. I saw the money in the budget for them. But then why? You get buses over there at the office, new buses there. How long to get drive in carriage where a branch out of the road to see the people? But you get agency, only people go there to sit down, pass paper around. We carry out communication there. It has been over almost 2 weeks now. And
Wow.
these are emergency issues. It not require too much bureaucracy to say it should come from the other director to the other director. And you know, but I don't know why then why the institution was established for now.
What are the people telling you when you go to see them? Do you see frustration
So
on
the
their
people are
faces?
frustrated, my brother. The people are frustrated to see them be treated the way they are treating them by their own government. The people are frustrated, they are giving up because nobody even go there to speak to them, to see their condition. At least if the leadership of the district, let's say from the lawmaker angle or the superintendent or whosoever, will go there just to see them. Sometimes the people don't need money from you, but just to go see their present condition, it will give them some hope. But nothing. So you just see the people, they just now in the area there, they confused, they don't even know what to do. You see? So we call on the government to make sure to see how better they can help the people, especially from the angle of the disaster management.
So, what do you think are their urgent needs?
We in rainy season, the people need zinc, my brother. Because all of the houses there is deep roofed, they need zinc. These are material that they need right now. If you can just get the zinc and then I think you'll be doing the best thing for them. But you see, all the people houses are sending a photo to on you. You see, all of the people houses, everything down, and most of the houses they are mud house. Even the house that fell on the three children, as God will have it, nothing happened to them. Nobody cares to identify with the children. You see there? You have
During a very
people,
storm.
yeah, you have people that live with disability. And you know, some of them that very day it was not easy for some of them. There are some children that they can't walk, they on the ground. Their parents had to run for them in our place to get them out. You had the type of people there. Then the type of thing happen, nobody care for the people. In election time, you see people going around begging, they see people to vote for them. The people for the 5,000 car you using, it's because the people voted for you. You not find out they give you for the 5,000 car because you the beautiful woman for the queen country you want over there. It is the people vote that you want. So when something happen to them, like for the 5,000 car, it can go anywhere. Now our government giving that money for. But up to present, nothing.
So, what is the next step to ensure these people get some help?
Well, we just continue to appeal to the government and the relevant agency that are responsible for it to see how bad they can help. But if we cannot get any redress, because presently we're doing a communication to the legislature to ask when they resume to ask them so they can invite the director for the disaster management and his team to tell us why. If there's no money in the budget for them, let they tell the Liberian people. Now we during the rainy season, malaria will soon be flood. You find moving from community to another community. Flooding will start taking place. So when no money in the budget, you come also to talk it. You see?
Mm.
But this year, I can tell you, it will really rain. You find people moving from one place to another. Up to present, the disaster management team, you can't even see them in one of the community to see how best to put it in place. But just a small one that happened with calling on them almost going to 3 weeks now, we can't get any redress from them. It's frustrating. And it's very bad. We're putting on the leadership. The superintendent, Honorable Brian, you had to wake up. The president appointed you because the president was voted by the people. The salary you carry home is through the people. If they are not going to vote for the president, you will not be superintendent. If they are not going to vote for the president, you will not be disaster management agency director. So everybody that in government, the privilege you have today, the opportunity you have today is through the people vote. If the people are going to reject President Baga or Towaten, some of you couldn't be around government.
They can't be making calls on the radio.
Put it on the radio. So we put it on everybody that in leadership, especially when it comes to district number 1. You need to look in the direction of the people. We put it on the lawmaker. The 10,000 plus you take it home is because the people voted for you. It is not contest money.
But why you keep making emphasis on Queen contest?
I know maybe somebody will feel that they are right. Or are too fun that why the people pay me 10,000. But it is the people that voted for you that why you taking that 10,000, that why they gave you for the 5,000 car for. So they get happy today, you say that or you call a speech for them. I call that calling speech for the people. You don't do that as a leader. Your president alone will give them, but you stay away from them. It's like they are part of they are not part of the governance structure of the country. And these are people that stood in the ring during that day under the high storm. We were begging them.
So what will happen in the coming weeks when if nothing is done to address these people's plights?
Well, we maybe come up with a next alternative, but for now we still appealing to the government and whosoever that willing to help us to help our people over there. If you can even give them a zinc, it will be helpful for them. But presently, the people condition, their living condition is very, very bad. The water there, almost all of the water is polluted now because everybody using the bush. So we call it on the government to see how best. Because if they delay, maybe something else will happen, and it will be late for us. You see?
You want to give the clear direction the specific area affected by the storm?
Yeah, they play when you get curious right after the administrative building, there's a driveway on your left. You take that road, you call the community Malanstan, that's the first time, then you get Nyema, you get it's Akolestan, then we get another area in 15 gate. And these are affected areas that the storm really destroy people's homes and things. You see? The one at the house in 15 gate there, the one at the only hostel building, that whole big building is still roofed and that house and nobody almost close to 30%. But everybody now looking for a place to move. You see? Like the Kodestan area, because the condition in the place now, most of the people have to ask people in town here to send their old people here. And giving the people serious problem. You see?
So do you have the listing, if you may say, the data of those affected, and how many are they?
We're talking around almost close to 828 person that is homeless presently from the data we have. And if you look at the home that were captured, it's like 62 homes that got de-rooted by the storm. So you see, and most of them, they are children, pregnant women, and, old people. These are category of people that are going through the type of struggle. People living with disability, all of these people are there going through a serious trauma as we speak.
Okay, folks, if you're listening to us, Dr. Pee Wee Sanda is on District 1, Montserrat County, former representative candidate in the 2023 elections. He's advocating for victims of storm that de-root several homes there recently, and they are in dire need of assistance, especially, like he mentioned, zinc, to be able to, somebody say, have shelter to rehabilitate their homes and at least take in their families. So This is the discussion this morning. You can call to participate. Use 0770 202579. 0770 202579. Let's talk about this. Frustratingly, he mentioned that the disaster management agency is asking the community people to do the assessment and give them the data, which according to him they have done. However, is that what's supposed to be done? After when there's disaster, the agency is supposed to send a team to go and do impact assessment to see the needs of the people, the extent of the damages caused, and all of that. Liberia is a blessed country. In other countries, people are suffering earthquake,
Okay,
you
on
know,
the radio,
huge
then we
flooding,
can pure up.
huge flooding, and all of that. But yeah, little storm, we can't help our people. But let's take some call. It is a sad thing. We are in serious empathy with the people in that part of District 1. Good morning. Go ahead. All right. Thank you, Urias, for joining.
Future host at TBS there.
Mhm.
Okay, so before we bring on our next caller, let me just announce at 9:15 this morning we'll have Representative Samuel Koga live.
Okay.
Yes, 9:15 this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, we're on the last shot. The last shot. So Sam Koga will be with us 9:15. Yoko, you live. Good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Good morning to the youth, good morning to the Liberian people. Dr. Samuel, you are the struggle between people life. You are a woman, and I'm very passionate in front of the Liberian people who can always be second for that. And I appreciate you for that. Well, you're talking alone can solve this problem. So you got to join us so that as we get to the legislative next election for the morning, so that we can transform our people's lives. The decision to change our people's lives lies in the hands of those who sit in the House of Representatives. If the government is not being pressed to do the work of the people, the government will not do the work of the people. That's why the Constitution says you should vote for a representative. So the work for the representative is to advocate and make things that is going around. Not for life to change, and this thing is not being talking about water, this is not being talking about college, this is not being talking about hospitals in the 21st century. So that the time who brings you have to join us, who can be part of the legislature, next election. Thank you.
Yeah, because just a phone call to the disaster management agency from the lawmaker of a district, I think it will push them to do something.
But the other management there. All the time being in news for the wrong reason. They kind of think 300 pricing a small.
Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Whoa. I took a minute.
Good morning.
Coming.
Okay, thank you. Just
one more.
yeah,
Call.
one more.
One
Yeah,
more
let's do
call.
this one. Good morning.
Good morning, you and myself, Marka. My name is Marka, and I'm here from this that Mr. Son is talking about.
Okay.
So I want to appreciate him for the level of what I think. I believe that us with this has been making as well rate from my
Waiting by whom? By the victim?
what I'm saying, whether the people are stop with the law because
What I mean, you cannot spoke with the lawmaker.
In such an emergency, we should write letter.
Listen, Pee Sano does not occupy any government position in the district. He's an ordinary citizen than any other person. There was a disaster, he's concerned, and he's been raising a concern. And I know, don't tell me the lawmaker is waiting for communication from Pee Sano. Don't say that.
The communication on how we have to be reading it, sometimes I have to be problem. But what I'm saying here, I just wanted to get the clarity because it's a land that we has been in the background doing some of our applications around human children for many years in the district. So, receiving the information today through the people interested in the advocacy, and we will years and how the process goes.
Okay. Yeah, so I can confirm that the lawmaker is aware because the last time Mr. Sando came here, a staffer from our office called and said it was good that the issue has been brought to their attention. They were going to take action, and since then they haven't taken any action so far.
Okay. Thank you. So I'm here to the national budget, right? Of disaster management. Here is a budget for disaster management for 2025. It's $1,161,801.
Okay.
That's why what's his name? Dole.
Ansu
Dole says all the national disaster management. This is the budget for 2024. So 2025 budget. I'm going to it. Yes. This is 2023, 2023, 24, 2025. Okay. $746,887.
Okay.
And the budget there for national disaster management.
Yes.
It's captured in the budget. That's why they have to in the budget.
Yeah, so I mean,
we gotta go. Yes, we have to make it up with our guests.
Yes, we gotta go. Sorry, I just touched it before. So just do 30 seconds, please.
Okay, so let me hold you there. We have the superintendent. It's good that the superintendent of Monserrato. I'm sorry about that. Yes, Lord Brian, is calling up right now. Great superintendent, good morning. Welcome to the True Breakfast Show.
Well, good morning, Oni, and good morning to Marka, and good morning to the loving people of Monserrate County. I wasn't monitoring the show, getting ready to go venture, and then someone just called me. But it just from what you just read on the budget of the disaster commission, and you also just said on that show, Oni, you gotta be very careful, what people tell you to. And you say,
So what is saying? I will say that, yeah, what's wrong? What
people carry let's say something to Abigail. That the message of $1 million. You say a country like Liberia, we allot $1 million for disaster commission, and you make it about big money.
How many times do we have a situation occurring like this? How often do we have a situation occurring that 300 person is talking about? Even
so I think about $1 million in salary in the running of the office and everything too. You think just free money lying somewhere? You try to present a picture of money that I just said it was free.
So angry instead of the disaster management team to be angry. Who's supposed to be helping with the schedule? Warrior, I didn't reach out to the team. Hold on, sorry, I'll give you time to talk. I didn't since this situation occurred, almost 2 weeks we've been racing up. I didn't reach out to the team to see as superintendent and say, let me intervene. Have you done so?
We have done it. What we will not do in order to be seen as working hard is to be on the radio on a daily basis to tell you what we're doing. The government does not make a lot. There's no allotment made to counties authority. They are just putting this few county that has some money to the development fund, not only Monserrate. So when we look at this incident, we reach out to government actors, government institutions, and other friendly organizations. And they have their way of allotting to some of these disasters or some of these concerns. So we appeal to them. And he appealing is you always talk to them, solve it. You don't have authority to get for them. I was just saying for that disaster issue that you can't just be paying off people character or inside.
I agree with you. Break a major thing happened to schools sleeping. Since this has occurred, this is the third week I've been pushed to bring this guy back on the air. I mean, man, it's not about taking the budget. Did I say that he eat money? No, I said this is the budget he says on.
Oh, tell you also supposed to have more information to your listening audience.
No, you said that as an character. This is the budget he says for it. It's not a budget, it's the budget I'm reading for.
People wrongly.
Nah, man, word, man. It's not exciting, man.
Let's talk about it. What intervention have you made?
So the only intervention we can make, and we have been making at this stage, is to reach out. We have reached out to the disaster commission itself. We have reached out to 20 organizations within that district. We have committed them. So I'm on my way to that district this morning.
Yeah, we're hoping that you reach to them and see their condition by yourself. Yeah, but read them first. Now you don't want the president to take care of people must have me.
Watchdog
doesn't have a budget. You have a budget.
Okay, but someone tells us that the disaster management is. Maury, you can please hang up the phone. Let's pick up somebody from the disaster management live on the show. We have to do this. Some of you guys on the stand by for bringing on show. Good morning. This is the True Breakfast Show. Morning.
Morning, how are you? My name is Anthony Ansu V.S. Dole, the head of the National Disaster Management Agency.
Thank you. Great
to have you, man. Thanks for go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm very, very much not happy with the kind of journalism that you are carrying on this morning. Probably to do an investigative journalism, you should contact the president agency concerned. If you're not educated to it, you can.
No, they will disagree with you, Ansu Dole. What do you know how long this situation has been? Are you aware we're in the trouble? No, you can sit there and lash at us. No, this is unfair. This is unfair, Ansu. No, this is unfair.
So
This is unfair.
what have you done
What have you done?
about the
Almost 3
storm
weeks.
victims in Monserrado County if you want? Answer that question first.
What have you done? Is that Palawati? What have you done? Almost 3 weeks.
Well, if you didn't make it a flower, you come to the issue.
Yeah.
Don't really make it a flower, you come to the issue.
What have you
Go
done?
ahead, let's hear you.
So let me just tell you something. The National Disaster Management Agency is not only operating in Monserrado County, we operate across the country. And the fact that you even say we set on $1 million, that's not even true. We do not, besides salary, we get over 800,000 including salary, and the salary is about 700,000 for this budgetary period. So that's why I just want to dismiss it. So where do we get money for now to have everything seen or the water in across the country where windstorms will things in order to be distributed across the country? Have you reported on that? No. So for us,
we don't even know whether you have been
Yeah.
we do not have a
So what are you doing for the people to know what you are doing?
So that's why you need to. That's why I said education. You need to come to the disaster management.
Okay, so what you do? Just give us 3 instances.
3 instances about what?
Of the intervention you are doing across the country, which you said we are not reporting on.
Giving a direct cash transfer to all the disaster flood victims. Are you not aware of that?
But somebody just called from Comfort Town and said you listed their names. You haven't reached out to them.
So we do not have the capacity to reach out to all Nigerians because we don't have the budgetary allocation for that. But at least we can reach for people who are really in need.
Okay, let's look at the total issue. Have you done any assessment to know the impact of the storm?
Of course. Across the country, we take in Nimba County, our people in Nimba County are going.
Talking about most of our across the country.
So we are talking specifically about what happened in Todi, around Todi at Monserrado County.
The assessment in Monserrado County has been given to us. We are looking for we can't get moved somewhere. We do not even have zinc in our warehouse right now. We don't have any material in our warehouse. So we're trying to procure these things. So it's not an event, it's a process. It's a process. So you think that as soon as they happen, we don't have the celebration online, we just move there. No, I'll move there to take the risk analysis.
People didn't move there. We understand that you said the people who in the community should collect the data and send it to your office.
We have not said that. Maybe that's what you say. We don't depend on community people to give us data. No, we don't do that. We have our stream.
Asking for the person that went there.
People yourself. Please take your team.
Maybe you have a relative in Todi or what are you trying to promote? But
what you need to do, take your team and go to Todi and speak to yourself.
You need to do your job.
Go and do your job.
You need to do your job, Chief.
Yeah.
But to go and sit behind your mic and cut.
Nobody castigated you. Nobody castigated. We know the function of the disaster management agency, and we expected that by this time we have gone there and done an assessment to know the impact. Even if you don't have the resources now, you will know just in case there's some intervention, you will know what the people need. Okay, so that's what we are saying. If you know the disaster management doesn't have money to do that kind of work, then resign from there.
Yeah, but you can't be in the space that you have no money and you still saying that.
From there.
Look, you like it or not, the fact, take your team and go there. We don't be using our airtime.
I want for you to remain on the line so I can tell you.
We gotta go to Koga. I mean, please close up, man. We don't have much time.
All right. Oni, Marka, thank you. You know, I think the director should himself in the left. If I were here, I would not even call on the show this morning to defend. The first thing he lied to the public, like he sent his team in a place to. We collected all of the data we sent over there. Nobody went there from the disaster management. And talking about the budget is it's a public document. So when somebody read it, is that demeaning your character? Nobody trying to get at your character. Well, he tried to defend it. No need for to have disaster management. Let the government close out the department. You just pay people to get them free money.
People hold on. Sorry. You can create an area and say you'll be paying people salary.
Yeah.
They all get the money for.
Yeah.
That is the theme is what? Disaster management.
Yeah.
Look, the job, the money is not okay. Resign, go.
Resign. Close the department. Tell the government, do recommendation to the government. Oh, we had to close the department because it's not functioning. So that means you tell you that your ministry is not functioning. So for us, we'll do a communication to the legislature to invite
Yeah.
the men
Yeah.
to tell the library people whether they should close the department or the department should stay. And I'm also very disappointed in the superintendent to kind of defend on the disaster management team to defend it. But somebody reading a budget, they think a public document, then you call it, you're trying to play on somebody's character. You don't do that. You see?
Bill, you
You
gotta
don't do
go.
that.
I mean, as you close up, let me say this out, right? Sony came in the news for the wrong reason, right? Marka, we saw people posting answers Sony all on the social media.
Me Dolly.
And Dolly, right? Yes, for the wrong reason or the right reason, and you have to justify. We had nothing to do with it. But our concern here, when we have some issues, a major one, it should be attended to. That is it. Send a team to Tony. Ain't said our relative they'll bring you on the air. All right, you know you do. Yeah, my auntie lives in Tony there. Send a team there. Send our relatives.
These kind of claims really don't move me.
Kind of thing, man.
Just do your work. If
yeah, man.
If you do your work, we have nothing. We have no problem.
You have a raising on a low budget.
If you do your work, we'll just praise you. That's all.
Yeah, man.
If you don't do your work, we'll say we'll call you to order to do your work. Simple as
the
that.
budget you're working on is a low budget. Say goodbye and tell us, look, well, you can get that kind of budget, say for salary. Is that the thing is disaster management? Anyway, let's go for sports. We'll come back. We'll speak with Simon Koga live on the Breakfast Show. 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. What's making news in the world of sports coming up right here on the TBS? When you talk that way, that good journalism. When you talk the ways of that bad journalism.
It's not about anybody bring the plow, maybe the plow, you know, do the interview.
Oh, but yeah, that's it. That's it. You do a waste our time. 300 persons in the bush. When cholera break, then you say what happened? Major intervention. I will say, yeah, you are going there. Naomi Tapia, good morning. Sorry, I'm bringing you on this kind of way. Yeah, good morning to you, Naomi. Good morning.
With the Confederation of African Football CAF for short, through the CAF Women's Football Reform Program, is set to conduct a CAF licensed coaching course for female inmates at the Monrovia Central Prison. LFA's third vice president and CAF Women's Football Committee member Judy Reed-Seaton, providing further details about the initiative, asserted that the project goes beyond the page in an effort to assist females who were taken to correctional centers to be empowered through the project. She added that wherever women find themselves, the Confederation of African Football is willing to build their capacity in various aspects of football, including the female inmates, something she said will serve as a means of promoting gender equality in football. She stated that the program will start on April 21 to 27, 2025. Construction works have begun on the Bannersville Sporting Facility project by Representative Richie Cohn. He was recently greeted with cheers from happy residents after informing his constituents that the start of this project fulfilled a promise he made during a town hall meeting. The district number 11 representative, who is a passionate sports enthusiast, said he views his initiative as a significant step towards improving sporting infrastructures in his district, county, and the country at large. The Bannersville Estate Football Field has long been a hub for outstanding football and talent in around Monserrate County and beyond. He disclosed that once fully completed, the project will provide comfortable seating and an increased capacity for jubilant fans, adding that the fencing of the entire facility will be done. Additionally, the playing pitch will be transformed into an artificial turf for the first time, allowing players to showcase their talents and skills on an improved surface. He emphasized that this project will enhance sporting activities in the district and reiterated his commitment to delivering on his promises to the community. Aston Villa's Champions League dreams were ended on Tuesday despite an impressive fight back as PSG booked their place in the semi-finals. The French side, who progressed 5-4 on aggregate despite losing 3-2 at Villa Park, could next face Arsenal, who are in a strong position to reach the last four. The Gunners have a 3-0 lead over Real Madrid going into the reverse fixture at the Bernabeu this Wednesday. In other quarterfinal ties, Barcelona reached the semi-finals with a 5-3 aggregate win against Borussia Dortmund, who won the second leg 3-1, while Inter Milan faced Bayern Munich in Italy on Wednesday after winning the first leg 2-1. Highlights of every Champions League game are available on BBC App Player and the BBC Sport website and app. Joe Bellion believes the second leg of their Champions League quarterfinal against Arsenal this Wednesday is a nightmare for Real Madrid. The reigning European champions are aiming to overturn a 3-0 deficit from last week's first leg, in which they were well beaten at Emirates Stadium. But Madrid midfielder Bellion is confident his side can turn the tide around at Santiago Bernabeu Stadium at 2000 BST and add another chapter to the club's illustrious European history. Real Madrid have lost by 3 or more goals in the first leg of a European knockout tie on 5 previous occasions. The only time they came from behind to progress was in the 1975-76 European Cup, when they recovered from a 4-1 defeat by Derby County in the last 16 to win 5-1 at home and go through 6-5 on aggregate. They have never achieved a comeback of this scale in the Champions League era, but Bellion believes they can rise to the challenge at home. Bellion's England teammate Declan Rice was the Arsenal hero last Tuesday, scoring 2 of Arsenal's goals with brilliant free kicks. Rice had never scored a free kick in a professional match, and Bellion said he was taken aback. That's all from our sports desk.
Of Liberia. This is where national unity begins. Truth FM. Yes, let's make a link up with I don't know. My text messages are not going through. I don't know why. So 27 minutes down, 9 o'clock. Good morning to all of you listening. This is the last segment of the TBS. The NEMA by-election is no exception to the country interest. A lot of tension building up back and forth. Candidates are preparing for the by-elections. We have a couple of days to wait, 6 more days to the by-election. The National Elections Commission have promised that yes, they are going to contest free, fair election, balanced election. That of course. So trying to bring up one of the candidates of this morning
that we did yesterday.
Yes. Let's see this.
Yeah. Let's
try. Yeah, like we did yesterday with Edith. I mean, you confirm, then you come through. We'll move.
Yeah, we'll move.
Yeah, we'll move. You confirm, then when you come through, then there is a problem. But again, what I'm understanding, most of the candidates are in some remote villages in Lima. Yeah, the struggle for network.
Yeah.
Yes. So, meanwhile, as we try with the calls not going through, just to follow up, if Koga goes through, we'll bring you. If Wonoki also goes through, we'll actually bring you on, right? But I'm not going through. I don't know why. With the disaster management again, all right. Look, when you are into public office, it costs nothing that any professional media institution. And by right, we're not even supposed. As opposed to look, why these guys
talking about people should place call? They ever pick people call in the first place?
You don't pick, and there are some issue where you call the ABC. You don't come and say you're teaching us. We'll not agree with you. This have been on the public radio for almost 3 weeks. 3 consecutive weeks. That the storm disaster. What happened? That storm was so terrible. There was one Thursday evening, that heavy storm that came, even in Monserrato, where Monserrato, someone even got affected. That people in the bushes, even if you are challenged, let the public to know that yes, we are come up and doing our own assessment. Anyway, it's good that we have Representative Samuel Koga live with us this morning on Truth FM. Yeah, please, just stop calling me, man. Let me do this interview. Yeah, those of you calling my personal number, just stop it, please. Yeah, so it's good that we have in studio via mobile phone Representative Samuel Koka, who's contesting for the senatorial seat in the by-election in Nima County. Yes. Let's hold on, please. Your background should be quiet. Yes. So the voice you're going to hear is that of Samuel Koga, candidate in the upcoming Nima by-election. Good morning. You live on Truth FM. Welcome to the True Breakfast Show.
Yeah, good morning, Oli, and good morning to those in the radio land this morning. Good morning, everybody.
Great. Where is Samuel Koga? You sounds like you one of the villagers in Nimba. Where are you this morning?
I'm about to pick up from Ganta, for we're having a launching secretly today by 2 o'clock. So we are gearing towards that.
Great. Yes. How is the process thus far? Since Elections Commission announced general campaign, we've been seeing a lot of things on the social media. How is the campaign process going on before we continue?
The campaign process is going well, and we are on course. We are, instead of moving children, we are moving from town to town, village to village of our campaign. Since we came, we've been in the country 2 hours, and we are still here. We're going to ensure because we don't want to leave anything, untouched. So we are making sure that Nima County is about 782 towns. So we're managing it to complete, but it will be difficult, however, but we'll reach majority part of the country.
In recent days, we saw the official launch of your campaign. I don't know whether you are launching city by city, but we saw a launch in Ganta. What is your impression from what you saw?
Yes, sir.
You didn't get me. I said we saw a launch of your campaign in Ganta a couple of days ago. I don't know whether you are launching city by city, but what was your impression from what you saw from the Ganta launch?
We were very much happy and delighted with the process. When you are supported by people, you can see that the heat and the euphoria can be so huge. So we felt very much delighted that we are going to emerge victor.
So we listened to let's ask the hard questions. We listened to one of the candidates in the election accusing your camp of ditching out money across the county for votes. Where did you get such money from if you are doing that?
Well, the information does not have any IOP or truth. Yeah, it actually is not true. People will always cry foul because Malanseri, Manan Unglo felt that since she contested with Senator Johnson and took second place, it means that she's a more popular person in Nima. But she failed to realize that since she had been contesting on numerical strength electoral wise, had not reached to 40. She always around 33, 32, 35.
That was against Senator Johnson.
I went to buy election just recently. I got 41,000. So I'm very much formidable. And besides that, currently now my popularity has increased with the support from the elders, the youth, the women, the business community, the Christian, the Muslim community in Nima. And as I speak today, I will be endorsed by the Madingo, caucus today in secretary. So it's overwhelming. So for that reason, she felt that she's going to find a biscuit on the ground. On the contrary, we are formidable, and the way in which we are moving across the country, everyone of them now, their accusation is, government support, government support. Government are candidate. That's a reality. Government support is somebody because it is a party that is in power now, and therefore they will support. So what is endorsed on what the
you're in power, Honorable Koga, you are in power, and then those who supported you, the CMC and other candidates say this is violation of the code of conduct. I mean, you shouldn't have public officials coming up to support a candidate in a contested election.
So a certain vice president had a right to campaign. I'm not talking about ministers. Minister, yeah, the code of conduct, we are observing it very carefully. So, are you trying to tell me that the vice president, even the president, is supposed to campaign for anything? So that is not a violation. And more besides, when people are saying things, for example, my brother who got CMC, he proclaimed to be the millionaire of the country of Liberia. So if his supporter and other people will be crying, whoa, then it mean that it be my
You're talking about Musa Ability. But Koga, okay, of course, yes. But there are some of the candidates who contesting with you say, well, Koga don't have no message. When he goes out there, he said nothing, but he just wanted people to vote in it. I mean, what message do you take out to the people?
I would say I don't have message. I have message. In the first place, the fact that the people repose confidence in me, it means that they have found some quality of leadership in me for which they are pushing me to be their leader. So that's the one message there. Two, we are anticipating if we won the election to ensure that we establish Bank of Nima in Nima County, and our reliance on our collateral will be ArcelorMittal that is giving us 1.5 million annually. So we can take a loan from any bank and we have a guarantee that we can repay to establish a Nima bank where Nima financial personality that involved in financing can work in those areas to improve the agriculture sector, to enable the student to have student loan, and etc. So we are very much, meticulous in handling what we say and what we want to do, and to also ensure that unity should be the hallmark. Because Nima, from the onset, those our forefathers are established and also leading the country, have put us together in unison, that they always have bitterness whenever somebody try to talk about division of the country. You have people that blows two way down, going down. You have slaves. There are many. Thomas G. Kuongpa, Jassy Ebru, you have DK Wonsalier, you have D. Bobo Doyen, you got Elari Bombly, and all those top personalities that heard this country before are there in unison. So we are here to ensure that tradition should be upheld. So we are here to make sure that Nima be together, not divided.
Honorable Koga, this issue of okay, great. That message you carried. I mean, let's look at the issue of non-violence. I mean, we've been seeing a couple of videos on the social media. Can you add your voice to other kind of voices? Say to no any form of violence. Who will win the election should be free, fair, and transparent. The issue of non-violence in this by-election is very important.
Yeah, if you read a fundamental declaration, the memorandum of understanding or the proposition carved by the international community, I'm one of the signatories when I was chairman of the People Unification Party. So at no point in time that will be in deviant. So I'm in support of that. And yesterday, the workshop we have filled our signature, calling for peace and a fair election. So we are obligated to that.
Let me ask you this. If the election results don't go your way, if Samuel Koga don't win the by-election in Nima as senator, right? Will you still go after that ArcelorMittal deal that the country will benefit? What happens if Samuel Koga don't win the election?
In the first place, we are optimistic. God come first, we shall emerge victor. But anyway, man proposal God dispose. If in case of anything, the point stand the otherwise, we are still contemplating to ensure that whatsoever that we proffer in our manifesto will be adhered to the legislature.
Well, Honorable Koga, one of the issues your critics or opponents are using in this election is that you are a sitting representative. By the people electing you as senator, they will be creating another gap in District 5 for by-election, causing financial burden to the government. What answers do you give them?
It being that contesting for by-election is not favorable. I don't want to agree with Article 37 of the 1986 Constitution. The Constitution is clear. So we are discussing issue of constitutionality. So if you have that is strong in the Constitution, then there is no argument.
but one is not there. There's okay. That is understandable. Again, one of the candidates in the election is female. When you went to, I think District 5 or 4, you mentioned that the person who all of you are trying to replace was a chief and also a traditional person. So according to you, in Nima tradition, a woman is not supposed to replace that kind of man. And the women of Nimba and Liberia, some of them are taking that as an offense. How have you been able to amend that?
No, to listen and to retain the two things. You can listen to the issue, but you don't retain what the person meant. What I actually said was the fact that the elders of the county had gone and met and came out for decision unanimously. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Because of the tradition and to uphold to the tradition, this is the decision the elder had reached. And the man who died is a Zoe and is a warrior. It must be, if it's a male, it should be replaced by a male. If in our tradition in Nima, in our woman, no man will venture. That is the tradition. So for that reason, for a woman who is a female who knows the tradition to challenge our old folks, then it means that that person should not be voted for. The politics.
Okay.
Okay,
Now,
that
now
politics.
politics. So, okay, great. So, with all of the candidates, who do you see as your closer rival? I mean, that you having some sleepless night. Koga goes to sleep. He feels that maybe it's the CMC
Yeah,
candidate,
who is able to beat you?
yeah, Mark Leon or Edith or T.
One
Wanake
okay.
Frankolo or Garrison Yodo. Who do you see as a major competitor in this by-election?
Let me tell you straight. I don't see any competitor. In each of the district, for example, if you went to district number 9, I will count number 3. I will take third place in district number 9. Ide and Kingma may count second, I will count third. If you went to Tabata district where my hail from, I will count first. Mine may count far, far second. Then if you went to Berege district, which is district number 3 and district number 4, I will tap, Garrison will count second. When you go to district number 2, I will count first. You understand?
You come first in district number 2?
I'm telling you, just mark the record.
District 7, Musa district. What about District 7?
District 7, I will either will count second to me, mine will count third.
What about district 1 in Ganta?
District number 1, I will count first.
Oh, but you come for all well.
My brother, I'm telling you.
So let you come first. So okay, first, second, everywhere. But the question, folks said, what has Samakoga done for Nimba? He wants to be senator, man. He's not Prince Johnson. He can never bring Prince Johnson. What have you done that you want a senatorial seat?
In the first place, every county starts from 0. So if a man has retained a position for 3 consecutive terms, so it means that he is formidable. And I've cut across the country. Number 1, my mother from district number 8. Nyantoye is supporting me from district number 8. The representative who is seated, Niana, is supporting me. So these are calculations I'm making. Then you have all those guys from the area that they are feminists in those areas are supporting me. Then in district number 1, you got Sam Brown, who is the sitting representative supporting me as well. You went to district number 2, the sitting representative there is supporting me. You went to district number 3, the sitting representative Negage is supporting me. You went to district number 4, the sitting representative there is supporting me. Now, Zoge Statutory District, we comprises of district number 7, district number 5, and district number 4. There were exclusively I got dominance, and that is my district. So no candidate from that area automatically is Sudani.
Okay, so you see yourself as the favorite in this election. There's another argument that people are putting up. They say, well, on Rosama Koga enacted a fight in the House of Representatives. It is not totally resolved. He's going to the Senate. Is he going there to enact another fight? What do you say to that?
Well, we are not engaged in any fighting, but we are very constructive, and whatsoever we do is in line with our rules and regulations. So there was no sound of that. And besides, and I'm very much disappointed in those who are saying those kind of things. The very people who are referring to us as people rebel are the same people that the decision will make.
They say you are seeing two speakers removed. Tyler Edwin Snow now is Fanatic Kofa. If you go in the House of Senate, you're gonna cause the same thing. That's why it's on the social media.
We are not here for counting petition to say 1, 2, 3, 4. We are rather on constructive engagement. I am saying that people who are referring to us in a negative connotation are making mistake because the very people they're talking about, we are appropriated funds in the national budget, and all of them, including Musa Baby, are benefiting. Get gasoline, they get his salary and things. They don't reject it because so why would you say somebody is illegal when those people are benefiting?
Okay, so you care to hold the line a little bit. Let's take some reaction from the public. You care to interact with some of the callers, do you? You don't have problem. That's a nice one. Like Edie have done, like T Wanake, like Mac Blue have done, and Sarah Koga don't have problem with that. Folks who have senatorial candidate in the upcoming by-election, 6 days to the by-elections in Nimba. Sama Koga is live on the Truth Breakfast Show 96.1. My name is O'Neill along with Marka.
Yes, Marka Davis. Call
Yes.
0770-202579, 0770-202579.
0770-153-265. Please go to the point. Yes. Good morning. Morning. Morning.
Thank you, and thank you for having my name is Boga Kuma from the Dugo Girl. Thanks for the honorable man video. Actually, he spoke well. He spoke well because I've been following the election, even though I'm not from Nimba, but he spoke actually well. He's somebody of a good mindset. But the only issue I had with him is the issue concerning what he made mention of concerning the house. That other people taking salary. I mean, the salary is not coming from the honorable Kong. The salary comes from the government, and that's what for elected for. So I mean, he shouldn't be saying that the people know that the man is not legal. They're taking salary from him. The salary
Okay.
not coming from him.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
This person, good morning.
Yeah, hello.
Good morning. Go ahead quickly.
Yeah, thank you. Kuba, how are you this morning? My name is Mark Zero Cap here. I'm from Capital Mamoro from Zenda.
Okay.
Thank you very much. You found out well this morning. And what the truth is belong, let us put it there. You see, in Nima, you will never go for two senators to come from the other side. The two major direct speaking over there, one supposed to take the pure senator, then one take the senior senator. And they say, they say, we won't reach, men will sit down. When men reach, we won't sit down. So, God bless you, we will make it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's pick up David Cote. David Morning, you're live. Go ahead.
Thank you. I'm from Lofa County, but also from Nimba County, and I'm from Blaze up here. And Honorable Koga, I wish you all the luck. In fact, you have already won.
Oh.
The fact that you have it, yes.
David, don't make prediction. You never won election before. You just go out, you're recommended by Logic Command. You put you on that Akko ticket, you became lawmaker. I mean, just go ahead.
At least I was there. You ran and got 30 votes in your area. You didn't go anywhere. When they are calling me in program, they were calling me former lawmaker. You never got there. You just represented the candidate. Honorable Koga, you will win this state. You know, my concern was about this by-election thing, creating another hole somewhere. But it's part of the law. And nothing can be done about it right now. Until it is not in the law, then we will be holding people responsible. But you're going to win. You have set a good record. And I hate to hear people talking about government candidates. So what? If he's a government candidate, so what? Government will not support anybody?
Okay.
If Friday at the vice president for campaigning, even if the president has the chance, go and campaign for Koga.
All right, great. That's how you make prediction for military. And military go through. Good morning. Let's do. We have 10 more minutes to be right here. Good morning.
And there's a voice of Akwe voice here. You asked the question, but I think I can to expand on this. They were complaining that the NDI filed any candidates in the election in the country. So as the member this morning, what led to the withdrawal of the complaint that was filed
volunteer. Thank you for
Okay.
having me.
Okay.
All right.
Let's take Reverend Lucky.
Great. Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning, Marka. Morning, Neil. Good morning. Mr. Koga's going to win this thing here because one, the experience, his abilities, and you can count it. Now, they talk about him being pushed by the UP. Well, I don't know what country it doesn't happen in, because I remember the past election, you had Nathaniel McGill being supported by George Weah. So I don't know where this one coming from. It's happening all over the world in the democratic countries. So I tell Mr. Koga, keep your head up, do what you have to do, and you're going to get this thing, and you're going to work hard for the Liberian people, and we will enjoy the UP regime. Thank you for taking my call.
Oh, Reverend. Good morning.
Good morning, Oliver Robert. Let me say good morning to Marka David, and my name is Moses Tuasonya. Let me say good morning to the People's Center representative, incoming Senator Samuel Conway Koga. Marka, my late grandfather, though it was career.
You want less story? Whether you less stories, go ahead straight with 1 minute, please.
My grandfather told us something in short, but it was career driven. You know, nothing on the head before I went to school in Ghana. You were talking to all the people, fine gentlemen. Anything you chose to do, it should be people centered. That's why that is because we live for one another. Leadership is people centered. Policies are written to guide people's lives and to save people. Koga is one representative from 2012. The legislature will say a single dimensional character people you can predict. My grandfather sat in really said, go to this man. And I went to him and just after knowing him, irrespective of other weaknesses that I know, I think he's a leader. So people say, oh, the man representative, why you want to be senator?
What are the other weaknesses?
Okay.
What are the other weaknesses?
Okay. OPS, eh? Thank you. Let's pick one more caller.
Yes, Abraham Kakata, good morning. But what fish you got to fry in our Nimakande food business? Sure.
Everybody win, the best thing for me to be respected. And so we have few more week of this to go for the national, but let us respect and maintain the peace of our country. Nima Labra is bigger than any one of them. And we look out to Nima value. Nima is the second populated country in Liberia, and it's family, and the 12 people of Liberia in the country. So pray that we want to maintain the peace. I know the Buga going to be better. You see, you got to support people.
Emma, you don't get no voting right. You wait, Mike, give me the calling. All right. Yes. Thanks so much for your patience. On Samuel Koga, you listening up to the callers.
So to start with, Honorable Koga, one key thing I want for you to start with is the question by one of the callers who said why the MDR withdrew the complaint against Edith.
Thank you very much, O'Neill. The withdrawal came about when we realized that those things will not help us as the buying on grounds that after the election there is peace. And I realized that as a candidate, we never wanted to go through litigation. The election will win, fine. When we don't win, peace will still exist. We will not protest. I don't have any record of going to court. There are others who always their election put us on litigation. So we're trying to, get rid of those things to build a country. Once we had a country at heart, automatically don't go to court. Freely, when the Nima people have spoken, we should accept and respect it. So they were based upon this that decided that the case should be dropped. And gradually, the chairman having been somebody who is very much analytical, he realized and we withdrew it. So we did it out of clear mind so that everybody will have the right to exercise their functions.
Okay. Yeah, so let's hear you. If you want to react to any of the callers, and I think we have like 6 more minutes to go.
Yeah, the gentleman who said that the issue of salary depends on elections. Why it is true? Any budget that comes from the executive to the legislature is a proposition. It's a framework. They refer to it as a draft budget. In order for it to be effectuated, it must be sanctioned by the legislature through votes. So it is the decision of the House under the gavel of the Speaker that budgets are formulated. So automatically, once that happens, it is the decision of the House that empower the executive to expand funds. If they are saying that we are lawless people, then they're not supposed to honor the salary. Because if you say you don't respect somebody, they don't respect the person's decision. We take a decision that the decision is being effectuated.
Yes. Okay. Yes. What a next issue. Great. Would that be a heavy heart if you win this by election? Then the Rigman rule after 55th is still before the Supreme Court that you left it undone and you move to another where?
Well, I have been that issue of litigation or the court proceeding were not necessarily they wouldn't have created a judiciary system. It is where people tested to see whether they got it right or wrong. So we don't have problem with that. As far as we are concerned, we are on a rightful trajectory, and we should emerge victor from our case.
Okay, so yes, finally, as we take leave of you.
Yes, as we take leave of you, say to no any form of violence in this by-election is very important for the country, for the county, and the country. Though to any form of violence, use 1 minute to preach peace message across Nimba.
First of all, we want to admonish and encourage our electors that register in the county and are currently residing in different counties to be courageous and ensure that they come and vote for their candidates they love, they believe in, to vote in a peaceful manner. And also want to encourage everybody to stop any similar of violence. If it's voting mean, do not engage in any sarcastic remark against other candidates. All those sons and daughters partaking in the elections are all Nigerian and Liberian. So we believe that it is through the democratic process that one will emerge victor. So we call for calm and we don't want also for people to malas people character. People force along on our penal code is a crime. Willfully, intentionally, knowingly that the information being provided to the public is misleading, only trying to gain public sentiment is wrong. They should disengage. Like for instance, what happened in ball play? They try to just insinuate so that people will buy sympathy. It was not true. The interpreter yesterday also, what happened there yesterday were also some in the form of malicious acts, lying to say so they can gain public sentiment. So we don't allow those things. Could you imagine Yagan Koluba, who is a representative of district number 10, peacefully in Nima, campaigning for Edith? He's moving freely here and there. He are not complaining to anybody, nobody ever attacking. And we respect him to exercise a franchise to support whosoever you want to support. So for that reason, we call for calm that those are going to queue on the 22nd of April be peaceful and there should be free and fair election conducted so that the election commission will be able to come up with a decision that will be holistic in favor of the country.
All right, Honorable Kog, I want to wish you all the best of luck. Yes,
thank you.
Thanks so much for taking your time live with us this morning.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. We've been in this here, we know the implications and what have you. So if I'm telling you that I'm going to win the election, it derives from empirical facts.
You sure? Mark told me the same thing. Mark Bleon told me the same thing. He said Senator Johnson told him 101, and the vice president was in the room that he was going to replace him, Senator Johnson. Mark said that to me, and you saying it.
No, but mine is a clear manifestation and a testimony given by blessing me, anointing me, openly, and he told the Nima people, and the Nima people, because of his statement, even though he's gone, they decided to respect it there by saying that what Senator Johnson says will come to reality, and for that reason, they blessed me, also the elders, to contest. So I don't know where history he has and what the portrayal evidence he has.
He said the witness is VP Kuhn. VP Kuhn was right in the same room. Maybe I need to ask the vice president. That Mark Bleon said, the senator told him, he said, look, Kuhn, this is the man who's going to replace me. But your own is public. Mark was in the room.
So he wasn't. The election result will be in one small room. It's countrywide.
In fact, the people say you used to disagree with the senator a lot, so they don't expect you to be campaigning even with his name and even to replace him.
No, Senator Johnson and I had series of disagreement, and it was on policy differences, not on personality. So he understood it, and based upon that, he realized, and he called me to tell me that, look, I'm of the conviction that we are getting older. We think, man, that you are capable to lead the country. Therefore, we'll support you. That's why he supported me 2024 by election.
Did he tell you? Did he tell you to join the MDR before his passing? Did he talk to you about a party before his demise?
He called me on his wife's phone at 3 a.m. You can ask your wife. And when I answered the phone, I said, Madam Johnson, what are you saying? He said, no, this is Senator Johnson speaking to you. He said, Koga, I would like for you to come and join the MTR. I'm getting older. So what all he said before he died, these are things I fulfilled. I joined the MDR and I'm contesting on the MDR ticket.
Okay.
But they say you had a party in the making. So are you going to abandon that effort?
Well, I said you tell me what.
Okay, hold on. We'll take 2 more minutes. I saw a rooster. I saw a white rooster.
White rooster.
It's from one of the candidates. I saw a white rooster. I said, this was Coca party, man. What happened? What a sudden change?
Well, in order for us to have a party, it must be entrenched. It must be internalized. There are rules and regulations that govern once to have a party. You must be certificated by the National Election Commission as a legitimate political party. We are not people who did not go for primary, then we propose a candidate. But we don't want to challenge those things. CD proposed after having convention, they should have gone for primaries to select or to elect. But contrary to that, they just came out of it. We don't want to challenge those things. Because the prerequisite for one to be a candidate on a party ticket, you must go through the primary. Those things were not held. But we didn't challenge it because it's a waste of time because we know that these are people that will not make it. So we let it go. Besides that, Wanake contested in district number 3, in Colorado County. And at the time he contested, he carried on Wanake, was the name that he used as the last name. Today, he had decided to come because of Desperado. He came in Nima and changed the name to Fangalo. So these are...
Is that not a name? Is that not a man father named Fangalo, a household name, or what?
No, a last name is Fangalo, but now he has changed the last name to the first name of Wanake. Check his name record.
But he's not a threat, so why are you thinking about him? He's not a threat. Fangalo is not a threat, so forget about him.
No, not a matter of threat, but we're talking the issue that brought us on national concern.
Great, so
go to court and change your name, and the court should notarize and certified that be announced over radio that there's a change your name.
Okay, so
Manaway in the previous election, she been carrying Way as the last name, but this time around she chose to carry Gonglu. So these are all issues that people need.
Wow, great. So as we take leave of you this morning, April 22nd, the night the provisional results have to be announced by Elections Commission on the 23rd. If the election don't go your way, will you pick up the phone if Mark wins and say congratulations, or Edith, or Fangalo, or Garrison, and any of the other candidates? Will you do so?
Well, you will hear on April 27th, 23rd, up to 27th, the result will be coming like this. When they talk about electoral district number 5, then it says Samuel G. Koga. You have more than 10,000 votes. Then other may be dividing 1,000 votes among themselves. And then you go to Berry and statutory district. I'm telling you,
that's scary talk. You put it fair. That's a scary talk.
You're making the people scared. Yeah, Real Madrid making Arsenal a friend.
Yeah, that's scary talk.
Oh, but listen, you know, it's very politics. I know, my brother, I'm from Manibu. I'm not lying to you. I campaign everywhere, and you saw the Pretoria. You saw it everywhere from village to village. I was scaring the people. Some places they did go there, and we went all those places. Very much very much of the conviction that we're going to win this election. I can tell you, yeah.
Great, yes for no. Your final word. You on record for that. We're recording you on record for that. What's your final word as we take leave of you this morning?
Before you will play right after the election. I beg you, if you play, you play there, it will be equal. I'm telling you, Oni, there's no joke about it. Or can you imagine somebody who contested? They say it depending on government funding. Go in America, the Liberians, the Libyans are in America all over the world. I got to my poor wife, I'm not paying a dime. They are the one paying the money. I think about 23,000 United States that is being raised across the whole world on my behalf.
Edith said yesterday the money that was spent in Lofa County, Thomas Falashi, I've never seen it that's been spent in Koga time now. The vice president just wasted it. That's what Edith said yesterday.
So, do you have evidence to that? It's just a matter of scare tactic. It's just a matter of scare tactic. And believe, let me tell you something. In Nima, we respect the leaders. For a certain vice president of a country to support a candidate, you think the additional will look at and they respect that person? They will never do that. In our culture, we don't do it. They can't do it. They will respect him because he's a certain vice president and he hails from a particular country. So in order to show to the world that he's from Menimo and he's well seated.
Okay, I think.
And they were bound by it. I can tell you we are of the conviction.
Yeah, your final words will take leave of you. I mean,
so you can continue your campaign today.
Yeah, so your final word, what?
My final.
All right, it was great having you live this morning. All of the best of luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We shall be calling you guys in Nima for our celebration soon.
Oh,
okay.
Thank you.
My man, look,
I've never been to Nima. It's shameful to say that I've never been to Nima. And of the candidates who will win the election, whether it's Mark, it's Edith, it's Fangalo, or Koga, you invite me to Nima, maybe I'll become a Nima for the very first time.
Let me tell you something. No political party at this time will surpass MDR. MDR is a household name. It's a brand now in Nima.
Even the CMC, even the citizen movement for change will not suppress MDR and Nima going neck to neck. Even the CMC.
They need it's just a nomenclature. But the real citizens are now with them. It's just they need to borrow.
This is the first test. Y'all go for that test on Tuesday. Wait for the test and let's see. Let's wait for the test. Let's wait for the test and see. Let's wait for the test and see.
When you say citizen movement, it will be citizen for Lofa and they don't have voting right in Nima. You will get citizen movement from Maryland, they don't have voting right in Nima. So that party is a spring party. Very spring indeed.
Oh, I see you, man. Go ahead and
the act on the CMC. We think about the logging company that was here in Nima those days that used to log.
Yeah, maybe that development. Maybe they put one development. If you say logging company and people go after development.
Look, CMC. I say
you could join a party in the near future because you're noted for joining parties. Maybe you could join the CNC. So all of the
even become chairman of the CNC.
And become chairman. So all of the statements.
CMC is a 3 months party. Anyway, that was like the battery is there.
I'm recording you. You on record for this.
I say they will never put any candidate that will win in Lima County. I can tell you for free.
All right. Okay. Yes. Yes. Have the best of day campaigning and wish you well. Keep the non-violence message. Are you going for the Dugot debate? Debate don't win election in Nimba. Don't call it Dugot debate. Are you going for the debate?
We've been part of debate several times. If we won't go for the debate today, it doesn't matter. They all will go there.
But why Liberian candidates don't like to go for debate? Even on yesterday, Madam Ide Gonglo where said you've been to debate several times. So if it doesn't go today, and you are saying the same thing.
Same thing, everybody.
My brother, I respect debate because there were intellectual discourse exists. We respect it a lot. But the only thing here is when the possibility doesn't exist, you can't. It's not something that is bounding. Okay. It's relative that we can attain. In as much as the equal debate is necessary, equally so talking to the constituents for the few days that left is very much significant as well.
So you'll be in Saclapia today?
Of course, we're going to but we are doing some other work in Ganto and its surrounding before going to Saclapia.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.
Pleasure.
All right. Great. It's a pleasure. The voice of Samuel Koga, a candidate in the by-election coming. I've been wonderful on the show this morning. A true FAL, a true FM. True FM talks to everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yes.
Everybody.
Yes.
Everybody will talk to everybody. Truth FM, the heart and soul of Liberia.
And this is where national
unity begins. Yes. No interest. We talk with everybody. This is Truth FM. That's how the station has been for the last 18 years. This year will be 19 years. Is it 19, 20 years? The program I can be saying.
Yeah, it's 19 years.
19
so
years.
Be 20.
Will be 20 years.
Yeah.
Truth FM. Want to wish all the candidates best of luck. Campaign well. Elections Commission, they have the biggest responsibility. Make sure you put up a free, fair results out to the public. Thank you so much, Marka Davis, O'Neill Roberts. We'll see you on tomorrow. Best of luck for Ashenda. And yeah, man, the Ashenda business.
You're not going to watch the game with the president?
No invitation from the president.
Amen.
Yeah, man. Amen. Even those who are not Arsenal fan will be to President Boycott want to see the game.
Like I said yesterday, they will be pretending.
Let the Arsenal fan.
That's nothing.
And they are not.
They'll be praying in a heart.
Yeah.
They'll be praying a half for Madrid to score 2 goals first half.
Yeah.
But they're sitting outside the paper.
They read the paper.
And acting
they let Arsenal.
Yeah. When Rice kick one ball, they be like, hey! But they pretending. O'Neill supposed to go watch that game by the paper.
Yeah, man. Have a great day. Love yourself. Love the country. If you don't win the election, nothing will happen with you. Yes. All of the 7 commissioners, it is your responsibility to put up a fair election results in Nimba. Thank you. God willing, will be back on tomorrow. In the meantime, we can get out of here. They'll call us and do that thing for us before we close the show, man. They'll call right now.
They will just call.
They will just call.
They will not politics. They make it just call and just say you feeling winning. They may didn't know about vote tallying, so
yeah, man.
They may doesn't know anything about vote tallying, so you can just call and say you feeling winning. That happen can win election.
Please close the show this morning, man. You gotta get out of here.
Let me first of all thank you for being balanced. You are right. You are the station for the people. I have been observing this from the time 2000 was established. You talk to everybody. This is kind of you. And I gotta get out of here.
You get me there. Hey, out of here. In the meantime,
I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a peaceful election. There'll be no trouble. And I wish the Honorable Koga good luck in this election. But in the meantime, I'm going to get out of here.
Get out of here. Get out of here. You're not going to Nimba.
Thank you. God will be back on tomorrow. Bye-bye.